Here we have another video from Meenan Transmissions. We have two locations, one in Willowgrove, one in Lansdale to serve you. You reach at MeenanTransmissions.com on the web. Today's transmission we're talking about is a 4R70W. This one was allegedly rebuilt, and upon disassembly, took it apart. First thing we noticed, this is the converter that came out. It's a factory converter. Converter was never replaced during the original rebuild process. A couple other things that we saw. This rebuild looks like it was a matter of just grabbing parts around the shop. We look and you can see the difference in these clutches. The clutches, some of them were new, some of them were original. This clutch design here, this is the waffle style. This has a straight radial grooving. So we have two different clutches in this clutch pack. And also on this one as well, you can see the difference in the color between this one and this one. The one actually has a slightly larger diameter as well. You look, you can see the difference. This lower clutch here is slightly bigger. It's a slightly higher capacity clutch. The original reason why it was brought in was it had a broken band on the reverse, a broken lug on the reverse band here. So that was broken off, so it had no reverse. Another thing we saw on the back side of the pump assembly, this sealing ring is supposed to be a total seal sealing ring, and it interlocks, very similar to the one right there. So this one, the top one, the end of it was broken off. Direct clutch cylinder splines are very thin, so that's going to need to be replaced. We replace a direct clutch drum anyway because they have a propensity for failure, either here at this weld. We've seen them also fail around the center section. So this is a typical situation where a transmission was allegedly rebuilt, but unfortunately, when you have some shops that rebuild them, they just sift through the shop, only repair the transmission, but yet often the consumer is charged for a full rebuild. This transmission will also get a input clutch housing. This input clutch housing on a higher mileage vehicle is very prone for failure. So in addition to this stuff, we're going to do some valve body modifications. It is in a pickup truck that's used for a work application, so we're going to want to build this thing a little bit heavier duty. Here's the exploded view of the transmission. You can see there's your forward clutch drum that had mismatched clutches. Also, here's your direct clutch drum. So in addition, there's a servo bore in the case. This is the pin that goes in. This servo bore gets sloppy, and that movement in that pin can allow for sloppy application of the band. So that's going to get machined, and we're going to put a bushing in there to restore the hydraulic integrity. So once all these modifications parts are installed and the unit's rebuilt, it's going to be more reliable ultimately than the original one.